Hey guys, today on Know Your Produce we're making vegan pasta salad. To get started, I actually like to make my own homemade Italian dressing, but you could use store-bought if you prefer. I just like to know what's in my food, and it's super simple. You probably have all the ingredients. So we add some oil, some water, and I'm also using white vinegar, but you could use red wine if you prefer. Then we're also going to add in some fresh chopped garlic. If you don't have fresh garlic, you could use dried, but I prefer fresh. I'm also adding in some salt and pepper. I use kosher salt, so keep that in mind when you're measuring. We're using basil and some oregano and then fresh parsley. I actually like to add a little bit of red pepper flakes. It doesn't add too much heat, but if you wanted more heat, you could absolutely add more. And I like to do this in a mason jar so I can easily mix it all together. I actually really love these plastic lids. I find that they're easier to use and they're perfect for the kids when they get them out of the fridge as well. If you do refrigerate this, it may solidify a little bit because of the oil, but just give it a good mix and it should be all good. So now that that is done, I also like to make my own homemade roasted red peppers. You can absolutely buy them jarred, but I find that it's so simple to make, and I really like making them once a week at least, and we use them for sandwiches as well. So you just like to remove the skin because it can be a little tough. And now it's time to bring it all together. I have half the amount of pasta we're using. I have some whole wheat and some tricolor. I'm adding in some red onion. I'm also adding in some chopped green bell pepper. And then we have these really cute little tomatoes. They're called sprinkles, but you could use grape tomatoes and just have them. And then we're gonna add that delicious roasted bell pepper that we made. Also add in those juices, it's full of flavor. And then finally, for the last thing, we're gonna be adding in our olives. These I just sliced into like threes. You could also buy sliced olives. And then to finish, we're gonna put on our salad dressing. And you just wanna mix this until it's thoroughly combined. And now would be a great time to add any of your favorite plant-based meats or plant-based cheeses. And if you didn't want to add them in, you could absolutely serve those on the side. I find that this is perfect on its own. It's nice and light. And like I said, I only put half of the pasta in here. I find that it's easier for me to mix and incorporate the dressing in all of it. I have a smaller bowl, but if you had a larger bowl, this is my largest, but if you had a larger bowl than this, then you could mix it all together or even half this recipe. This is a lot of pasta. This is great for like potlucks, parties where you're gonna have a lot of guests, or if you're meal prepping, if you wanted to serve this as a meal prep item. This makes a lot. This is 2 boxes of pasta, so it's gonna feed a bunch of people, or it can feed you for quite a bit. So once it's all thoroughly mixed, I add in the other half of pasta, and then I like to make this in advance so all the flavors meld together, the pasta really absorbs all of that dressing, and it's super flavorful. We hope you like and enjoy this recipe as much as we do. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.